の程度か。今度は僕の番だ。
Hey, what's going on, gamers? This is Kevin, aka The Games Are Here, and I'm back doing another figure review for you guys today, and this time it's about another 4-in-1 figure review for you guys. So today I'll be taking a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem, Bbop, the Jacked Up Warthog, Rocksteady, the Mutant Muscle, Leatherhead, the Rockin' Croc, or basically just the Raging Cajun Gator, and Superfly, the Fly Guy. So if you guys remembered, back in July, I did do a review of the Turtles in a 4-in-1 video. So since we took a look at the Turtles, why not take a look at the villains? So yeah, so these are the main villains of the movie, and they're also part of the Wave 1 line as well, which came out in June. And keep that in mind, there's also a Wave 2, which consists of Mondo Gecko, Wingnuts, Genghis Rock, and Scumbug. And they're supposed to come out this month, but I'm not sure when. So yeah, so enough of that, let's get on to this the other point stuff. Anyway, so just like when I reviewed the Turtles, and yes, Splinter, they cost around $10 each. And they are based off of the recent Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem movie, which is currently out on digital as of today. You can also stream this movie on Paramount Plus as well. Now, before we get started with this review, I had to open them up because, you know, they look cool. Anyway, so you may notice I will take Leatherhead's packaging as an example. So you may notice that on the packaging, you may notice that you can see we have all 4 renders of the Turtles. Keep them out when I reviewed Splinter. You can also see the 4 renders of the Turtle Brothers as well. So you may notice that for each of the villains, they have their own weapon racks too, just like the Turtles and Master Splinter. And then going on to the back, you may notice that it's just the same. You know, here you can see the synopsis of the movie, and then here you can see the other figures that you can collect, not only the villains, but also the Turtles and Splinter. And then you may notice that for the Clip and Collect card, it's a lot different because it shows a little description of who they are. But another thing I noticed is that there's a thing called a Mutant Menace. It's like basically like it means like it shows like how dangerous they are. So one thing I noticed about these Clip and Collect cards is that like Bbop, Rocksteady, and Leatherhead have the same mutagen canisters like from like level 3. While in the meantime, Superfly is the most dangerous out of the 4 because he has all 5 canisters. So I'm guessing it goes from a level 1 to a level 5. But again, you know, it's really different, but it's a lot cooler, you know? Alright, so that'll do with the packaging. So without further ado, let's take a closer look at each of the villains. Alright, so since I opened the villains up before I started this review, let's take a closer look at each one of them. So let's start off with Superfly first. So for Superfly, he is one of my favorite villains of the entire movie. So before this movie came out, many people were theorizing that Superfly might be Baxter Stockman, but we soon found out that Superfly is Baxter's son because, you know, both Baxter and Superfly had different voice actors. Like, say for example, like Superfly is voiced by Ice Cube, and then Baxter is voiced by Giancarlo Esposito. So you may notice that when you took him out on the package, some assembly was required for him. So technically it's his wings. So you may notice that that these 3 wings are in one piece, while the 4th wing is in a separate piece. So going on to the head, basically it's just he's like a fly. You may notice that he has the red eyes. You may notice that in his mouth he has some sharp teeth and some pincers. And you may notice that on the back he has a set of hair like his father. So then going on to the arms, he has 2 arms. He has one big arm and he has one little arm. So basically, for his right arm, it's like I guess it's like a crab arm because of the little pincer right there. And then going on to the body, you may notice that he has some what appears to be a torn shirt. you may notice that he has a yellow tie as well. And then go down to the lower body, you may notice that he has these little arms that are sticking out. And then going on to the legs, you may notice he has some torn pants. And going on to the rest of the legs, you may notice that he has one shoe sticking out of his left foot. I mean, it's kind of funny. But the problem with this figure is that he has some problems standing up, because sometimes like he could like just like fall over. So you might want to do whatever you can to stand him up in the right position. Like try to position the legs like in the right position until you figure it out. I guess it's just like that. But overall though, Superfly is a really cool figure in my opinion. And then for Superfly's weapon, you may notice that he has like what appears to be like a ray gun, or maybe like a mutagen gun. But correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this gun is kind of giving me some Rick and Morty vibes because of this blue thing on his weapon. But you know, it's a really cool weapon though, you know. So going on to Superfly's articulation, you may notice that his head can go up and down. They can also go left to right too. And then for the arms, they can go up and down. Unfortunately, they can't go full 360 because of the wings like getting in the way. They can go in and out. So for his left arm, there's a little like a ball joint in the elbow as well. And then go down to the legs, they can go forward and back, I guess like in and out. And then for the lower legs, they have some movement too. And that's it. So now let's move on to Bbop. So for Bbop, you may notice that he has some sunglasses just like his previous iterations from over the years. You may notice that he has a mohawk but in a pinkish color. So then going on to his snout, you may notice that he has a nose ring since he's a warthog. And then going on to the body, you may notice that he is wearing a vest. And I'm not sure if you could see it, but it seems to me that he has some grenades on his vest, but they're unpainted. And then you may notice that on the body, you may notice that he has like what appears to be like an ammo strap, I would say, if that's how I call it. And then you may notice that there's this tattoo which says "Wow," but if you turn it upside down, it says "Mom." I mean, I think it's kind of like a funny to me, I would say. And then going on to the shoulders, you may notice that he has some turtle shells as his shoulder pads. I think it's just like his 1987 cartoon iteration. And then going on to the back of the vest, you may notice that like it's not like fully detailed or something. And then going on to the arms, you may notice that he has a pair of spiked bracelets. And then you may notice that on his hands that there is some black painting on it as well. Just kind of funny. And then going down to the to the legs, you may notice that he's wearing some black pants with a chain wrapped around his waist. And then, I'm not sure if you can see it or not, but he also has a tail, but it's almost like unpainted, which is kind of like surprising, like how they couldn't how Playmas couldn't fully paint the entire figure, you know. And then you may notice that going on to the legs, you may notice that he has only one knee pad. And then he's also wearing a pair of sneakers too. But overall though, I like this design of Bbop. So for Bbop's weapon, you may notice that he has a gun with a drill at the end, and this brings so much nostalgia back from the 80s because his first figure had this type of gun before. Correct me if I'm wrong. But again, seeing this weapon again brings back so much nostalgia. So for Bbop's articulation, you may notice that he has some movement like in the head. They can go left to right. And then for the arms, they can go up and down, but unfortunately they can't go full 360 due to the shoulder pads getting in the way. And then they can go in and out. There is a little joint at the elbow, and there is some joint at the wrist as well. And then for the legs, they can go forward and back. They can't go in and out, but there is some knee joint as well. And that's it. So now let's move on to Rocksteady. So for Rocksteady, you may notice that he requires some assembly just like Superfly. Basically, when you take him out of the package, you may notice that his left arm was the one in the package. So you just have to put it in his body. So for Rocksteady, this design is okay in my opinion. So you may notice that he has like some golden teeth, like on this side and the other, in his lower jaw. And then you may notice that on his arms, you may notice that on his right arm, he's only wearing one bracelet. And I'm not sure like what they are on his lower arms. I'm guessing it could be like his hair or something, like some arm hair, if that's how I call it. And then you may notice that on his body, he has a ammo strap, just like Bbop. And then he's also wearing, I think what it appears to me like a yellowish tank top. And then go down to the legs, you may notice that he's wearing some brown pants. Unfortunately, like he doesn't have a tail. I'm not sure why. And then you may notice that on his feet, he's wearing some brown boots. But overall, though, again, this design of Rocksteady, it's okay, I would say. And for Rocksteady's accessory, he comes with his own gun, like Bbop, but technically, like it's a lot different because you can see those little legs like at the front. But overall, though, I like this this gun for Rocksteady. So for articulation, you may notice that Rocksteady's head can go from left to right, and then for the arms, they can go a full 360. They can go in and out. There is some joint at the elbow and some wrist movement as well. And then for the legs, they can go forward and back. They can't go in and out, but there's some knee joint, and there is a foot movement as well. And that's it. So now let's move on to Leatherhead. So for Leatherhead here, this version I like because you may notice that on her head she has some sort of goggles, and you may notice that she's also wearing a hat with a couple of what appears to be some crocodile fangs. And then going on to the body, you may notice that she has what appears to be a yellow vest. And one detail I noticed about this figure is it's her belt, because like when Playmates previously released this back in June, her belt, I'm guessing her belt was in a blackish color, and she had this affiliation to be known as the Raging Cajun Gator before they changed it to like Rocking Croc. I'm not sure why, because because she's an alligator. So you may notice that she's wearing some brown clothing. She also, I did mention about the belt, like in a brownish color. And then you may notice that down to her feet, you may notice that she has some boots on, with one foot with having all the toes in one boot. But overall, though, this version again is my favorite. And for Leatherhead's accessories, she comes with her own shotgun, just like her 1987 iteration. And then you may notice the one detail that I forgot to mention is that she has a little like holster that's hanging around her body. That's for her shotgun. So basically, you can see the little slot for her shotgun, and you just have push it in, and it fits nicely. So yeah, I like this feature. And the shotgun too. So for articulation, you may notice that she has some head movement. She can go left to right. They can go up and down. You may notice that her arms, they can go up and down as well. Unfortunately, they can't go a full 360 due to the shotgun holster getting in the way, but they can go in and out. They can bend at the elbow, and there's some wrist movement as well. And you may notice that there's also some waist movement as well too, which is pretty surprising. And then going on to the tail, there's some movement as well. And then going to the legs, they can go forward and back. They can go in and out. I was going to say unfortunately they can't, but it looks like they can. Sorry. Yeah, so they can go in and out. There's some knee joints, I would say. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it looks like there is. And then you may also say there is some foot movement as well. So, and they can go left to right too. And that's it. So when you compare the sizes between the villains, you notice that Rocksteady and Bbop have the same size. I think Superfly might be equal to both Bbop and Rocksteady, but I think to me Leatherhead appears to be the tallest out of the Wave 1 villains. And we can't forget a quick size comparison between Superfly and his form, Super Duperfly. I mean, it's kind of obvious that that Super Duperfly is a lot bigger than Superfly. So now let's move on to the weapon racks. So go down to the villain's weapon rack. So you may notice that that for Superfly, Bbop's, and Rocksteady's, you may notice that all of them are gray, except for Leatherhead, since hers is in an orange color. So let's take a closer look at each one of them. So for Superfly's weapon rack, you may notice that he has a couple things. So you may notice that he has what appears to be like a small Uzi, and then you may notice that he also has a fly swatter with a little like baby turtle sticking out. And then go down to the others. You may notice that he has like a collection of vials for like experiments, and then what it appears to be like, I think it looks like a beaker to me. So for Bbop's weapon rack, you may notice that he has what appears to be like a little sword, and then go down. You may notice that he has a bat with some barbed wire like wrapped around this end, and then go down to this. I think it appears to me it looks like a gun with a drill sticking out, just like this one, but a lot smaller. And then he also has a trash can lit shield, just like his 1987 figure. I mean this shield like brings back so much nostalgia, you know. So going down to Rocksteady's weapon rack, you may notice that he has what appears to be a machine gun, or maybe like a sniper rifle, I would say, because of the scope. And then you may notice that he has a sledgehammer, and then you may notice that he also has a little knife, and then here you can see he has a sewer lid shield. And again, just like Bbop's shield, this brings back so much nostalgia to his 1987 iteration figure. And for Leatherhead's weapon rack, she has what appears to be like a little blade. She also has a bear trap, just like her 1987 figure. And then she also has a fishing rod, and also another gun as well. And since we have the villains, why not bring the turtles for one more bout between good and evil? And here is a look at all of the Wave 1 figures from the movie. I gotta say, like, when you collect them all, they look really cool when you put them all together. So now let's move on to the final verdict. So overall, the TMNT Mutant Mayhem Wave 1 villains, they are really good figures in my opinion. I like the way that they stood out as the actual things in the movie. A few things to point out is that it's the way how Superfly stands. Sometimes like he stumbles over and falls. And another thing it's some of the paint-ups. Like some of them are like fully painted. But overall though, again, they are really good figures in my opinion. So I give these figures a 10 out of 10. So let me know down in the comments below if you have any of the villains, or let me know like if you have now the Superfly, Leatherhead, Bbop, or Rocksteady, or if you have all of them. Again, let me know down in the comments below. Alright guys, so that'll do it with this video. So if you're new to my Patreon, make sure to click the link in the description down below. Also, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget, if you're new to this channel, please sure to press the subscribe button and make sure to tap the notification bell so you miss an upload. Also, if you like this video, please sure to press the like button as well. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Discord. Until then, peace out gamers, Kevin out.